Let's talk about opening a stock account in Nigeria. Now, for a lot of people, that phrase alone sounds complicated, right? Something reserved for financial wizards. But what if I told you it's actually way simpler than you think? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down, step by step. First things first, we have to tackle the biggest thing that stops people before they even start. And that's a very common and very powerful myth. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. It's this idea that you need a huge pile of cash or some fancy finance degree just to get your foot in the door. It's probably the #1 reason people feel like the stock market just isn't for them. But what if that's just not true? And here's the reality. Let that sink in for a second. If you've ever managed to open a bank account, guess what? You already have all the skills you need to open a stockbroking account. It is so much more accessible than you've probably been led to believe. So if it's that straightforward, what does the process actually look like? Let's get right into it. What do you really need to get started? But before we get to the checklist, let's be crystal clear on what this thing even is. A stockbroking account is basically your gateway. It's the tool that connects you to the Nigerian exchange, through a licensed professional, of course, and lets you buy and sell shares in all sorts of companies. Okay, now take a look at this list. Seriously, a valid ID, a passport photo, a utility bill for your address, your bank details, and the application forms. That's it. This is the exact same stuff you'd need for almost any formal application. There are no secret, complicated requirements hiding anywhere. Okay, I'll admit there is one little piece of jargon that can sometimes trip people up, but we're going to make it incredibly simple. Let's talk about where your shares are actually kept once you buy them. You're going to hear this acronym, CSCS. It stands for Central Securities Clearing System. Now, the most important thing to know is this is not something you have to go out and get yourself. When you open your stockbroking account, your broker handles this for you automatically. It's just part of the package. And honestly, this is the best way to understand it. Your CSCS account is like a digital vault for your investments. It's not where the trading happens, it's the secure place where your ownership is stored and protected. Simple, right? A powerful way to think about it. So to break it down even further, this vault does 3 key things. It stores your shares in a digital format, it officially records that you are the owner, and most importantly, it safeguards your assets. It's the backbone of security for all your investments. All right, so we've covered the what and the how. Let's move on to the 2 big questions that pretty much everyone asks next. How long does this all take? And how much money do I actually need? The good news is you're not looking at a weeks-long process, not at all. Once your documents are in, verification usually kicks off within 24 hours. And for most people, the account is fully up and running within 72 hours. And these days, a lot of brokers let you do the entire process online without ever having to step foot in an office. And now, the big one. The question that really holds so many people back. How much capital do you actually need to open the account and start investing? And here's the answer, plain and simple. There is no official fixed minimum amount required to open the account. That barrier you might have imagined in your head, it just doesn't exist. The whole point is accessibility. You could start with 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira, or as you can see here, even less. It really just depends on the price of the shares you want to buy. The most important thing isn't the amount you start with, it's the act of just getting started. Now that you see how accessible this is, it's just as important to know what not to do. A good start means avoiding some of the common pitfalls. Let's run through these quickly because they're important. 1. Only deal with licensed brokers. That's how you know your money is safe. 2. Always ask about the fees. They can really eat into your profits if you're not paying attention. 3. Take some time to learn the basics before you jump in. And finally, and this is a huge one, never ever invest money that you might need for an emergency. That's just a recipe for disaster. So let's bring this all together. We've demystified the process, we've gone through the requirements, we've highlighted what to avoid. What does this all really mean for you? Here's the most crucial takeaway. This isn't about taking a wild bet or gambling. This is about taking a structured, official step toward owning a piece of the economy. It's a foundational move for building wealth over the long term. So we'll end with this question for you. The path is clear, the requirements are simple, and the barriers are way lower than you probably thought. The only question left is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? What's your first step?